So we're going to unload our mat, and we've got our T all cut out in our vinyl. Now if we wanted to, we could cut all of our letters out at the same time, but for right now I'm just going to show you the one letter put on the Votive, and then you'll just repeat the process over and over until you have all your letters put on. Now for the leaf one, the leaf that was in the middle of the Give Thanks, I used Design Studio for that, and I used the leaf and I put it in the middle of the monogram, the plain scalloped circle that we looked at, and that was on page 56, I believe, 57. So I placed the leaf that's also on a child's ear inside this on Design Studio and welded those shapes together. But if you don't have that option, you could certainly just cut the leaf out. The leaf that I cut out is on page 37. So it would be the icon button and this leaf right here, and you could certainly just put that on your Votive cup without having that shadow. But if you have Design Studio and you know how to use your weld feature, you could certainly weld those two objects together. Okay, so this is the fun part because we get to put our letter on our Votive cup. So you can use a little Cricut tool if you've got one handy, but usually the letters are going to pop right off of your mat here. So I'm just going to get the edge of that vinyl and just pull it right up. And then I have my T letter. Then what's really nice about your Cricut mat is that it's sticky. And if you put these down on the counter, they roll around. So when I was assembling it and doing it, I just stuck my Votive cup right there to my mat, and it's sticky and it holds it in place. And then I just lined up the bottom of my shape here with the bottom of where the Votive cup, it has kind of a thick banding at the bottom here where the glass is poured, and I just lined the bottom of my letter up with that band, and I was just eyeballing it. So you just start with one edge and smooth over to the other edge, and you've got your letter put on your Votive cup. So if you don't want to use the vinyl, which I think is a really cool way to use this product, you want to do it in paper instead, you can certainly do that. I used a child's ear cartridge still, the Cricut cartridge, a child's ear, and cut out all the letters just in paper. And then I used that blank monogram, which is on page 57, and I cut those out of dark brown cardstock. And then for my lettering, I cut those out of paper from a Basic Grays Indian Summer Collection, which we have on our website, customcrops.com. And I just assembled them. So this is how the letter looked. And you just pull out that middle part. And then you have your E. And I just used my crocodile. And I used the small hole punch and punched a hole right in the top there, just like that. And then you can find some of this natural sisal at your local craft store. And all I did was cut a length and tied it around in a knot. And then once I got that tied, just feed the sisal through your letter. It's the same effect, you just are not using the vinyl, and of course you can switch these out and do a different holiday after Thanksgiving is over. The other cool thing about doing the letters in vinyl is that you could always stick, if you're using it as a centerpiece, you could always stick the saying going the opposite way on the other side of the table so that the people sitting across from you get the same saying. So this would be the Give Thanks, the G is the first letter, and then it would be the last letter going the opposite direction, so this would be an S. So you have Give Thanks going this way and Give Thanks going the other way, with the S being your last letter. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial on making your Give Thanks Thanksgiving votive cups with the Cricut vinyl and a Child's Year Cricut cartridge. If you have any questions about it, let us know. We'd be more than happy to help. And don't forget to leave a comment about our videos or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.